What's up, YouTube? It's your girl, Malika, aka Mali, aka Malibu. Whatever you want to call me, it's me, and this is Malika's Flex. Today, I am here to answer all your questions regarding migrating to the United States as an international teacher. If this is something that interests you, please stay tuned. How can I get started? First things first, ensure that you meet all the requirements, which is having a bachelor's degree, at least a bachelor's degree, and also having at least 2 years of experience teaching since having obtained that bachelor's degree. What does that mean? You have 20 years of experience teaching. However, you just received your bachelor's degree in 2022. Are you eligible? No. After 2022, you would have to start counting for your 2 years in order to be eligible. So, once you know that you have met those requirements, go ahead and just apply. Application is free for the most part. It depends on the company that you are applying to. It's free. Some companies will require that you perhaps do a background check, which is something that you'd pay for within your own country, or that you do an evaluation of your transcript. But the application itself is free. Now, I've already done a video highlighting about 6 companies that are hiring for J1 visas. You can always check that out. I'll have the link in my description box below. You guys can always look out for a video with me showing you what the application looks like. Some people are a bit apprehensive about applying. Some people think that the application is long and difficult to do. I'll be doing a video about that very soon, perhaps in January thereabouts, but look out for that video. Question number 2, where will I be placed? I get this question so often. The video in which I spoke about the companies that are hiring, I did outline the not the counties, but the states that these companies place teachers in. However, in terms of exactly where in each state you will be placed, you won't really know until you have landed an interview with one of the schools, and you'll do your little research and see exactly where that is. Sometimes you can tell them, maybe you have a friend in a particular county, or maybe your spouse is in a particular county. You can always tell them that you want to be placed in a specific county, but that just kind of makes it a little bit more difficult for you, because it's like a first come first serve basis. Sometimes I've realized, so if somebody else is up and willing to accept whatever county they're providing, and you're making specific requirements or requests, they'll just pass you along, and some companies won't even remember about you. I've seen it happen before, and it's rough out there. Question number 3, and of course this is probably one of the biggest questions that I'm asked all the time: how much will I earn? And this is my question today. In another video, I'll try to be more specific. So, every single county pays differently. I am in Georgia. My county pays differently from other counties. I think there are over 100 counties in Georgia, and each one has their own teacher salary scale. They're all different. So to sit here and say to you, you will be earning $2,000 every 2 weeks would be me giving you false hope, because there are some people who may be earning that every 2 weeks, while there are others earning that every month. Can I give you a range? No. What I will do in another video is to literally look at the pay scales for some of the counties and let you know what some of these counties are paying. But once again, even when I give you that video, bear in mind that what you see is not necessarily what you will get. So you can't be here calculating from now saying, all right, I'll be earning this amount and I'll be able to save this amount and I can do this and I can't do that. It really doesn't work like that. No, when you do get a job offer, meaning you have completed your interview with whatever school they provided for you, you've been successful, they will give you your offer letter, which will show you exactly what you will be earning based on your qualification and based on your experience. You will not enter the United States blindly. Whatever they give you on your offer letter is what you will earn when you get here. The first 2 or 3 months, sometimes you don't get the exact amount, and that's literally because maybe you're trying to sort out getting your teacher certification here and just different things. But within about 2 months, 3 months, you'll definitely be getting whatever they had placed on your offer letter. Question number 4 is also another popular question. Will I be able to apply for citizenship, or will I be able to get a green card? The answer is yes and no. All right, if you're coming on a J1 visa, legally, you are required to return back to your country for 2 years before being able to return back in the United States. However, there's something called a waiver that you can do, that people do in order to extend their stay, and when they do that, they go on to an H-1B visa, and most times they're able to apply for their green card and eventually citizenship and the whole works. So the fact is, the possibility is definitely there. The possibility is definitely great. You just have to write out your contract and do what you're supposed to do. So yeah, it's a possibility, but I don't want to say yes as if, like, when the people call you and ask you about wanting to be on their program, don't say, oh, can I get my citizenship eventually, or can I get a green card eventually? Don't ask them that, because they'll know that your intention is to stay here, when really and truly your visa is intended for you to just come, do a cultural experience, and go back to your country. Don't ask them that, okay? Question number 5, will the company assist me financially with settling in? It all depends on the agency that you go with. I've seen in my comment section where some people have said EPI helps with the plane, but all in all, you just need to ensure that you have enough saved up. If you haven't already, also check out my video on how much you will need coming into the United States from your country. It's packed with all the monetary details. You know, it's laid out there for you. Just check it out. You'll know exactly how much you need to save. Number 6, what subject areas do they hire? They're currently hiring, well, most companies are currently hiring, you know, math, English, social studies, science, world languages, and some of the companies will not list every single subject on their website, but this does not mean that you should not go ahead and apply. Do not let it deter you from applying. Just go ahead and apply, because sometimes a county really needs a specific teacher, let's say a drama teacher, and they look through their list of applicants, and whomever is there from drama, they'll give you a call, let you know that there's a school that is ready right now. Sometimes when they say ready right now, they be like, literally, you're about to do the interview tomorrow or even this afternoon. So just apply. Be there in their bank of applicants. Just have your application there ready and waiting, so that when it's your turn to be called. Another big question is, can I bring my children or my spouse on a J1 visa or even H1B visa? Yes, you can bring your children and your spouse. For the J1 visa, I've realized that most companies ask that you wait 90 days until you bring your children and your spouses. Some of them will allow you right off the bat to bring them. Some of them will say no, but if you have a conversation with them to say, hey, I'm a single mom perhaps, I have no one to leave my children with, and I need to bring them with me. You just need to have that conversation with them, and they may just allow you to bring them up immediately. Otherwise, the general rule though is that you wait 90 days before they can come. And to be honest, initially I used to think that, boy, these people are wicked. Why not allow your spouse or your children to come with you instantly? But I've gotten to realize that it's really better, if you can, to come by yourself, settle in, and then have your children come up afterwards. Because sometimes when you come, maybe just sorting out your living arrangements may be difficult. Maybe you have to live with somebody for like a month, and having kids sometimes, having your kids with you sometimes can complicate that process for you, because not everybody is willing to put up somebody with their children. So just to have an easier process, I do see why they say wait 90 days just for you to settle in. But once again, if that's not something that you can do, just have that conversation with them and hear what they have to say. Number 8, what will the interview be like? What are the questions that are asked? Guys, I have a lot of videos on a lot of these questions, you know. You just need to literally check out my channel. I have a playlist regarding everything related to teaching in the United States. I have a video on some of the questions, the most popular questions that have been asked. Just check it out. But all in all, think about any interview that you've ever done before. The questions are very similar. Just throw in some things about culture and bam, that's what most of the questions will be like. Some people also want to know, because there is an initial interview with the company. That interview is not like an interview. It's literally just getting to know about you, just seeing if you are literally the right fit for the company. They'll be asking you very simple information like how long you have been working for, just to ensure that you do have the required experience. They'll be asking you about your qualifications, basically things that are already on your resume, things that you've already put on your application. They're just verifying those things with you. But after that, when they give you an interview with a school, those interview questions will be exactly what I told you in that video that I actually have up already. Check it out, you guys. Once again, that link will be in the description box below. Question number 9. Now, after revealing to you all that you do need to evaluate your transcripts just to show that your credentials are definitely valid, you have asked what companies you can use to evaluate, or how do you go about evaluating your transcripts. I will have to do a whole video on that. I'm going to share with you all this Saturday. Actually, today is Wednesday. I will be sharing with you all this Saturday the evaluation companies that you can use, the cost for each company, so you can compare and see which one is best for you, what the process is like, the general process is like for all of them. And I'll show you like step by step with one or two of them how to go ahead and evaluate your transcripts. It's pretty easy, you guys, and I can't wait to share that video with you on Saturday. Question number 10, and I will definitely be doing a part 2 to this video because there are so many questions that have been asked. So this is part 1 of 2 Q&A. Teachers who want to migrate to the United States, international teachers who want to migrate to the United States. So the final question for this video is, I've been teaching in a country other than my home country. Will that teaching experience still qualify as teaching experience? And it definitely will. Whatever teaching experience that you have after having obtained your bachelor's degree, just ensure that it is verifiable. Meaning when the people them call or request from your school or from your district or from your ministry, whatever it is that your country uses. In Jamaica, we use the Ministry of Education. When the companies request that from your ministry or your district, ensure that it's there in records. Your experience can be verified, because remember that along with it being verified, you want to get the correct pay. So let's say you have 5 years experience in one school, 2 years in another school. Let's say for one reason or the other, the 2 years in one school is not verifiable. You won't be paid as a teacher with 7 years of experience, but a teacher with 5 years of experience. It actually happened to me. The second school that I was working at, for some reason they didn't, go along with the verification process. And so I was actually placed at a lower step. We call it steps. The years of experience that you have, steps. So I was placed at like 2 years lower than the actual steps that I have. So that's a bummer. So just ensure that your experience is completely verifiable just for that part of the process. Ensure that you have at least 2 years of verifiable experience. If there are questions that you'd like me to answer regarding migrating from your country to the United States that I have not addressed in this video, please feel free to put those questions below. As usual, at the end of every video, if you have reached this part of the video, please comment with our word for this week or today. Our word for today is question. That's our word, question. Once you have gotten to this part of the video, please don't be shy. Comment with the word question. And if you actually have a question, go ahead and ask your question. I'll ensure to address it in part 2 of this video. Once again, on Saturday, I will be telling you about the companies that you can use to evaluate your transcript. Have a wonderful day, you all. Bye.